Lynn Gallagher already says hi, PT and Carla.
YouTube.
YouTube.
You.
YouTube.
Yo.
I don't hear a
Oh,
thing.
that was loud.
I'm
That
not
is loud.
wearing headphones.
I was in
so-
touch with my inner Italian there for a minute.
Yeah, I don't hear you either.
Here we go.
The trombones.
Is it going?
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you
you
say
don't have
strong?
headphones.
He said the drum.
There's a headset right in front of you.
Did
We've
you
already
say
started.
Stromboli's?
Well, you know,
Did you
Gnucci.
say Did you say Stromboli's? It's a funny squeaky sound.
what's that sound? Can you hear it?
I can. Do you know what movie that's
need
from?
to-
I know you
have-
know.
I have to get out of the way of the
Why are you like
adult marable.
so tall? What is that?
Genetics.
But look, you're not even on the screen. You're like, you gotta lower that.
Tall
'Cause we can't-
people got
What are you guys doing?
Zach's never been tall in his life.
What?
And here's his opportunity.
What? Put it on Chauncey so he can get in the screen because it's like keep coming. You gotta come down like 8,
Bring
9
the
inches.
camera up, man. I can't come. I can
Come
only
visit
come
people at
down.
my level.
Lower than that?
Visit my people.
I can't get to the
What's the temperature up there, Chauncey?
Keep coming.
It doesn't go lower.
If I go sit in that chair and get it lower, I'm gonna.
Get low, get low, get low.
Are you?
I cannot believe you are
Oh,
literally gonna
my
go change
goodness.
the camera rather than lower your seat.
Oh, you're in
Uh-oh.
Who does that?
trouble.
Who does? Okay, we now have a YouTube link that we can share.
Oh, good. Share it on your wall so I can
We're
find it.
sharing things?
Shh.
Why do I have to do everything?
You're not supposed to share with strangers.
You're in charge.
Why?
Why are you sick? What are we
Why?
doing?
Why?
Is your name still Todd?
To the best of my knowledge, it
It's
is.
hard joiner.
Mm.
It's hard joiner because
The-
who
Playing
else
poker
would
tonight.
you want to be?
Okay.
All right, I'm sharing it right
I can
now.
think of a
The
few.
T.O.
people,
double jizzle.
Because I'm the T.O. double D.
Oh my gosh.
What are you talking? Oh
What?
my gosh. What are you talking
The
about?
Todd.
Can you put Chauncey back on the screen, please?
The Todd.
Oh, that looks so much better.
Amazing.
What?
Mini
Alright.
haha.
Welcome, everyone.
What's up, good people?
Bienvenidos a bordos.
Zach brings his own headphones and has trouble.
approaching
Tomorrowland
Center.
time.
You guys don't even know what that is.
Obviously.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Hit your volume.
Did you share it?
Is this
I
your
did- I
first
shared
time?
This is your first time. You know, contrary to popular
Whoopsie.
belief, we do know what we're doing.
Do we?
Well, some of us do.
We've done live stream
I
before.
mean,
I would not trust. Yeah, no.
you would not trust who?
Mm-mm.
Who in
Me.
this room?
It's me.
Mm.
You guys I trust. It's just me.
So are we on Facebook Live or are we on YouTube
No,
Live?
we're on YouTube Live.
Okay.
But we put it on.
Okay.
I put
Yeah,
a link
put the
on
link
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Move it.
Right
well,
on, right on.
There are
There are a lot of
11
people.
people that I can see so far watching, but that will probably get more. Let us know. Can you guys hear us okay? I think I'm hoping so.
Oh, look at who it is.
We'll get to that. We'll get to the
My
who
main
it
doo-doo
is.
stain
The sun
Randog.
again.
Yeah, the sun again. It's the sun again.
It's the kickity kick.
Welcome everybody to an
The Last
impromptu
Supper.
the last supper.
The Last Supper.
The last subway. They tell you everybody that's in the studio with you today, joining us, the man, the myth, the legend. He is your mayor, the one and only Scott, the adult mayorable Kaiser.
Only if you
Scott
give him a lot.
Kaiser.
Hello, everybody.
As Kizzle, I gotta back up
As
because I'm in his
Kizzle.
camera shot. No,
I
I'm
can
not.
see me
Like
right
I
there.
can.
I
My
should say
nose is
hello,
literally.
And if you hold on, put that back on Scott Kaiser, or was that okay? In the background, you could see her
Oh, look at
producing
her.
the show.
Oh, yeah.
The one, the only.
Oh,
Ouch.
I don't think so.
I don't know what that is. We had Sandy Story, also known as
The short story.
in the production booth.
Where's
First
the
floor.
Where's the basement?
What?
Oh no, he said the short story, so he wants to know where the basement is.
Who invited Zach?
The dad
Who did
jokes
that?
that come out of
Oh,
that
yeah.
young man.
And then, of course, there is Chauncey. There it
Hey.
is. You know,
How you doing?
rejoice, rejoice.
Why are you so crooked?
All crooked because he messed with the camera because he didn't want to lower his chair.
No, that's
yeah,
that's my
that's
gangster
why.
lean. That's what that is.
Okay, Brian says the first story says we need to be louder. And also joining us all the way
Oh,
from Country Christian,
TCC.
TCC in the house. It's Zach. Hold a choke.
Artichokes.
Spelled
You're a
Z-A-C.
funny
You
book.
didn't bring your
Okay.
sound effects tonight?
No, he did
Listen.
not.
Wow,
Yeah,
I'm
just
depressed
count your
now.
blessings that I'm even here. Okay, can I just say that? Can I just say that right now?
Wow,
I'm just
indeed.
all right, hey. Oh, look,
How did I
Chauncey.
saw it?
What is
Look
it?
who it is.
Who
Is
is
it that
it,
lady that I
Boo-Boo?
know?
Yes, it's the lady with the mahjong.
It is. That's funny. Listen, that's funny to like 20 people in the whole world, right? There's
And
like,
half of them are in
nobody
this
else,
room.
that's right. Nobody else gets that.
Oh,
But that's so
Oh
awesome.
my goodness.
But
it's already
Chauncey,
hot.
it's Charlotte Pence Garrick-Agoidia. I spoke with Charlotte today. We did
Nice.
speak with Charlotte.
You know who we saw on Sunday?
We saw Mike.
We saw her son Mike.
We
Yes,
did
we
see
did.
Mike.
Yes, we did.
Garrick-Agoidia.
Garrick-Agoidia.
That's correct. But Charlotte called us today. We were at Home Depot purchasing more boxes.
For the
Oh my goodness.
how manyth time? I
I
can't
know,
even.
for the move. It's just been
Advertise
crazy.
on Facebook. They're free.
But it's all right.
Well, no, we needed like one for artwork and stuff.
Yeah, we
so
needed kind of some special.
We needed the special.
She needed
box.
So everybody, do you hear
specialty
PT
boxes.
needs
No,
boxes?
he doesn't. He's
He
got
really
plenty at
could
this
use
point.
some boxes.
No,
You
he
can
doesn't.
deliver it to his house.
No,
I will give you his address.
that's okay.
And his home's for sale too. So.
Hashtag PFJ, for those of you who know, just texted me, wants to know if I was watching the hockey game yet.
Oh,
So
What?
I'm going to send
Tell
him a
him.
link
Yeah.
to what we're doing.
Is that the thing with the sticks?
Oh my goodness.
I can't even with you right now.
It
Kinda
is.
like
It is.
mahjong.
It's.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe a little canasta.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
It's
my
like
Peanut brittle.
lacrosse,
Is
but
it
it's-
peanut brittle?
It's like lacrosse, but it's on ice.
Lacrosse.
So let's take a minute and say hi to some other people.
Oh.
I mean, because it's really not just the Charlotte Pence Garrick-Agoidia
Yeah.
show. I mean, it
Honey.
should be.
Honey,
You
it
know,
should
but
be.
it
If
isn't.
anyone should have a show, it should be Charlotte.
Lynn Gallagher says,
Sounds.
hi, PT and Carla. So the rest of you,
hello.
It's okay. I'm
we
alright
don't
with that.
exist here. That's
Carolina.
fine.
She
alright.
texts me, so I'm
Wait.
good.
right? And
They
Rick-
have been forgotten.
you
they have been forgotten.
Did the
You
rapture
have
happen?
been forgotten. Only God knows you. are.
Nicely done.
Hey,
That was
the
two-finger clap.
Randog,
Randizzle.
Randog in a house.
Yeah.
Brian Story says, "Good
That's
evening
right.
to
Hello, Mr. Story.
all."
The
Oh,
first
it's the
story.
Braden. Fning. She says, "Hey,
That's
I'm
broccoli.
on my break," and she sticks her tongue out.
Okay.
What is that whole thing with emojis?
Emojis.
Okay,
I
you're
don't
the
know.
youngest guy in the room.
Oh, great.
No, why is that a thing?
Look
I
at his
wanna know
hair.
why that's
His
a
hair is
thing.
so
Dude,
subdued.
That hair is perfect.
His hair is so subdued from the Zach we know.
His hair is always
He's been married long enough that she's like, you know what? You need to take it down a few inches.
I didn't see the shoes. What do you got on your feet?
Does he have Jordans?
I have
No,
my
he's
comfy.
like
I have
got
my
normal
comfy
shoes
J's on
on.
today.
Nice.
These are my comfy J's.
He's got
Nicely
Jordans.
done.
No,
They're lovely.
It's
they're
Jordans
like the
or
cheap
cowboy
Yeezys,
boots.
you know.
Nicely done. I am impressed, man. So, let's talk emojis. first.
Emojis.
Emojis.
They're
I don't use them.
You have to have emotions to use.
oh
What does that even mean?
snap!
I don't even get that.
Shots fired.
Bam! Whoa, whoa!
All
I'm
right.
sorry. Do we have any aloe in the room for that?
Burn!
I got some chapstick.
I'll admit you, honey.
Since we don't have sound effects, who's gonna volunteer?
Everybody.
I can't hear Scott. Is that?
I don't even know what you
I
guys
don't know what's
are
happening.
talking about.
Maybe you need to turn yourself up. Turn up for
the
what?
Kickity kickball. Kickity key.
Is he in there?
He was.
You need to stop that right now.
Kickity
Oh,
kickball is on.
Kickity kickball.
Kickity kickball. That would
The
be the
golden
Ryan
boy.
Murray shawl for those of you who follow baseball. He says, "Nice shirt, Chauncey."
of course.
That is a great shirt.
Absolutely, it is.
That is an outstanding.
I mean, you know what the
Outstanding.
outstanding.
Outstanding. That's right. That's right. Scott Kaiser, the mayor, with the voice sound effects. That was outstanding. Yes, it was. Braden says it's nice to see you here. To Ryan. Oh, she goes. Oh, hi, Ryan. Oh, hi, breadcrumbs.
Hi.
They're having
Breadcrumbs.
okay, again, Braden with the breadcrumbs and then sideways crying, laughing hysterically.
That's
No, I know
instead
what
of
it means,
saying
but I mean-
LOL.
That's
just
that's
use
Chauncey's
emojis.
camera angle.
what I wanna
Laughing.
But what I want to know
That's the gangsta
Did
lean.
she really do that? Did she really tilt her head and laugh hysterically to the point?
It is
I
Braden we're
believe
talking
she
about.
probably went
But I mean,
Because that's
3
Braden.
times. It's like
because it was funnier than just.
That's 3
Braden's laugh
like
is usually
punches
like.
in the gut. You know, like,
She's like.
all right. Okay. Charlotte wants you to turn the sound up.
I think it's just you two. You guys gotta
I'm
get
just telling
into the
you.
microphone.
Turn up the sounds. Just like
Turn
that.
up for what? Yes, absolutely.
it's
Turn
turned down
up
for
for
what?
Boom, boom, boom.
That's the song.
We
What?
wouldn't know anything about that song, Zach, because at this church we listen to Chris
listen to
Thomas.
Right,
Yes.
you have
Like,
Christian music.
we listen
here.
to
not just
Lecrae.
lyrics, but also
Um,
the music is Christian.
Charlotte.
Okay, thank you,
Sandy.
Christian piano.
Charlotte says hi.
One of my headphones just went out.
Randog says,
Did we
nice
lose
hat,
sound?
Carla.
Hey,
No.
go.
What happened?
Go
This one's
Beavs!
still good.
Go
Go
Beavs.
Beavs.
Did you
Thank you.
just lose sound?
Someone
We-
said go
we
Beavs.
learned something.
Boo.
We learned,
Oh, thank you.
Carla and I learned something yesterday.
What'd you learn?
Don't start
Oh,
with me.
did you say ducks?
Don't
What?
start with me.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever.
What'd
What
you
have you
learn?
won? You got to win something.
When?
Whenever. Win
When are
whenever.
the
I don't
Beavers
care
gonna
when.
win? We'd
The
appreciate it.
Beavers have won a national championship in baseball. They won the college baseball
I
World
thought
Series.
they were the Oregon State like
Baseball,
animal.
What's that? We're a football state.
And you've won. And you've won what?
America's
Uh,
pastime?
we-
Is that what you're
Nothing.
saying?
Go
We've
for it.
beaten your
No, you haven't.
yes.
No,
Yes.
you have not.
So the
When
last
was the
time
Beavers
the
at the
Floridas
Rose
was-
Bowl?
Oh,
You haven't won
Crickets.
anything. Anything. You've never
games.
won any. You know what? You've won track and field.
How are the Knolls?
And you know what? Who cares about the Knolls? You've won nothing.
Can you
When
feel
you
the
win
darts? 'Cause they're coming
something,
The
at
Gators
you.
then
couldn't
you can
even-
go, oh. But until you
the
do,
Gators couldn't
you've
even
got
win
nothing.
the toilet bowl.
Fine, but they have a long history of multiple
losses.
national championships in multiple sports.
Decades ago.
Football, baseball this past decade, basketball.
Past decade. I
football.
said decades ago.
Oh, the Beavers
Just in
won
the
in
past one.
basketball? I've never heard them winning a
No,
national title.
We're talking Gators now. Stay with us.
Oh, you moved across the country.
No.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that.
Oh,
We've got more people to say hi
Oh,
to.
yeah, changing the subject.
Marty says, I'm happy to see you guys tonight. I will miss you. Thank you for being our pastors. You're welcome, Marty. Thank you very much.
Miss Marty.
Charlotte loves you, Zach, and she will meet you someday. And when she meets you, you know what you got to
Oh.
say.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
No.
I didn't say that.
the lady with the marsh on. That's what you
I just
gotta
hope
say.
she brings peanut brittle,
Yes, she will bring peanut and pudding.
Pudding.
or is it pinochle?
Oh my god.
I've never
Uh,
tasted that. I don't know.
Pinochle?
Pinochle, you don't taste
Pinochle?
that guy right
We
there.
can make
Okamos
some
Olsen's approves of
That's
the
the
Beavers
Hobbit.
hat. Okay, the Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Wait,
Go
what?
Beavs. So we wanted to tell you guys something. We learned something about beavers yesterday.
Yes.
We learned that it's not go Beavs. Like, it's like go Gators, right?
Mhm.
It's not go Beavs. It's Scobeeves. We learned that from
Sco?
Sedona.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Huh?
she's saying that, like, the cheerleaders and the rally teams that they have, it's not go Beavs, it's let's go Beavs, but no one ever hears the,
The
let's.
Let's
So by the time you catch it, it's just
Scobies.
Scobeeves.
Yeah.
So Scobeeves.
Because I'm obsessed with.
I don't care about the
Varsity
beavers.
sports.
I just,
Yeah,
my wife.
I understand.
Yeah.
She's
I
a
understand.
beaver, so
You got her back.
Scobeeves.
That's
right.
good.
That's right.
Remember to point that
Do you
face
like
to
cut
that
down
microphone.
trees?
What?
Beavers.
You have to understand
They're
he doesn't have dad jokes. He's got grandpa jokes. So it takes a second. You have to let those jokes reel in. They're like joke grenades because there's a pin pulled and it takes a few
Like
seconds.
a flashbang.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle Jones just comes on. She doesn't say anything. Now, Michelle Jones is
That's
the
a new.
newest member of our church.
She'll
she-
be the new Mrs. Jones.
She
Mrs.
Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones.
We got ministries
going on.
She doesn't even get that.
Nope.
But we'll
She
have
might
to
know
tell
the
her.
song.
Yeah.
We can
Uh,
even take it from Mrs. to Michelle Jones. Michelle Jones.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Charlotte says, PT, you're the one I can't hear very well.
Like I said, you got to eat that mic.
She's put the palmos down. Okay.
She told Gertie she had to go
She
home.
told Gertie. She said Gertie. Because
I'm
listen,
telling you right now, he's been sitting on Gertie.
he's been holding Gertie for a while.
He's like, what's a good old people name? Oh,
Yeah, Gertie.
Now, here's what happened. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the whole story. Because, see, we haven't done the live stream in some time now. So the canasta started up again. So Tuesdays and Thursday nights, Gertie, Phyllis, and Sylvia. They started.
I love how Miss Carla was like,
coming
Sil.
back over. They came back
And PT
over.
knew to take
They
it.
did canasta.
Sylvia.
They did canasta on the Thursdays,
Right?
It's
and they
real
did
life
the
experience,
pinochle on the
Chauncey.
Tuesdays.
Right.
So Sylvia would have to stop at the Safeway and pick up the Pall Malls
The
At
Safeway.
Publix.
because they don't have them anymore.
The Safeway.
Right.
The Safeway.
The
Yeah.
Safeway.
Yes, you know, there's the Safeway, there's the Taco Bell,
the
and now
Segway.
there's the grocery outlet. If you haven't
Grocery
been there.
outlet.
All right.
There's the
So
Dollar
anyway, they
Plus
show
tree.
up at the house, right? They're sitting down. They knock on the door because Charlotte forgot to tell them that she was with the boys tonight. So Sylvia comes in. She goes, "Hey, Charlotte,
Let us in.
I got some of the Pall Mall gold from my old stash. You know, I found that I was cleaning the house.
They don't even sell
I,
it
ha-
anymore.
I had Saul in the garage cleaning up,
Saul.
and he found an old cotton. So
whole
this
carton.
happened, and Charlotte says, "I'm sorry. There's no mahjong tonight.
No pinochle.
There's no pinochle.
No.
There's no canasta.
Get off my porch.
Get out. You gotta go home. You go tell Saul and put a sign on the door so the other girls don't come in either."
Tell Sal to get off my lawn.
I thought he was in the garage.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes, Ryan Marshall says, Ryan Joyner says, "Actually, you have always the most prolific track school ever. And there's like 18 people in the world who care."
Track?
Yeah, it's like,
Yes.
well, that's a
Used
saying.
to call it Trek
Steve
Town, USA.
Prefontaine.
That's right.
Laura Michelle Lefevre says, "Hi, all. God
What up,
bless."
Laura?
Hello.
Laura. Ooh.
Let's see. Michelle, I had to with the emoji thing. Michelle knows the song. Christopher Boss says, "Hey, all you humans."
CB.
Snoop, I loved your hat. Hey, ain't nothing but a thing.
It's the
He couldn't even
continue.
continue.
We're going there again?
He
Okay.
couldn't even continue. It's the T.O. to the double D.
Because I'm the T.O. double D.
He's killing himself.
I'm going to eat. Sorry. We haven't eaten all day, and I'm hungry. So I'm
Oh,
gonna eat.
you
Carla
haven't
can carry
eaten
the load
all
from here.
day.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So,
Here,
so
Bless it. Dear
we're
Lord,
just gonna.
bless this food in Jesus' name, amen.
And you got a Philly
Rub-a-dub-dub, bless the
from
grub.
Actually-
Subway?
I would like to thank
We should do it the real way.
Shannon,
Do it the real
Lubin,
The wise?
Isabel.
Real way.
Oh, okay.
Who-
I don't know that one.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
They're having their own conversation.
We're like,
I want to thank Shannon for bringing
Yes.
dinner to us.
yes.
Oh,
thank you
nice.
so much.
You
That
know,
was
'cause
Eat
she
the
was
mic.
packing all week, and she brought this dinner.
Can
so,
can we
Packing.
help you guys pack at all?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I already got him boxes coming.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yesterday, the
Malala
girls,
cares.
like took over the kitchen, and that whole kitchen is pretty much packed.
Nice, awesome.
because
How do you
Sandy's
pack
story-
Tupperware?
how do
Like
you-
Tupperware is what
Tupperware
you pack
comes
stuff
packed.
in. So
In
you
a
like,
box.
You just put the
your
smaller
food
ones
in
and the
there?
bigger ones.
You just like and then you like nest them. And
Yeah.
then you put
You
them-
don't take food across the
Wow,
country. bro.
inflation! Look at how small that bottle of Coke is.
That's the diet size.
Gas prices.
Salud.
In his hand, it
It's
looks
literally
normal size.
smaller than the microphone.
So good.
Yes, so thank you to Miss Sandy's story back there. Yeah. Yeah, you
The
know I'm
short
talking to
story.
You. You were
She's
awesome.
shaking her head now.
Well, you-
So-
Ashley Knott and Sedona. You guys
Donuts.
like wow.
I heard you had like a
yesterday.
photo studio at your house the other day. How'd that go?
Oh, it went really well.
Good.
It went really well.
I told them to touch your piano at least once, but they didn't listen.
Oh, no, he didn't.
We'll talk
Cool.
later.
You had asked if you could help Pat. 904 Southview Drive right now.
And they could use
904.
boxes.
No, I'm telling you.
Southview Drive.
Thank you for sharing the address. We'll get you some more boxes.
You and Zach and Kaiser.
No.
Can go
Oh.
start packing.
Oh,
start packing right now.
So-
wow.
Is
So-
Mia in the house?
So what's
And Ryan.
Does
and
anything
Ryan.
fit in a Prius?
so what's
There's room in the gas tank.
Nicely played, sir.
You know what that reminds me of?
Adults,
There's a
right?
comedian, Jeff Dunham. He's the guy that does with the puppets and stuff.
Yeah.
And he has a joke
Walter.
about a Prius. Yeah, well, Walter. And
Meep meep.
yes, that's the Prius joke. That just reminds me of that.
Because he
joke.
wanted to drive his Hummer.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
He's got a
Okay.
Hummer and a Prius.
Caitlin Catlett, also known as Caitlin Hanna,
Wait, I'm not
Says-
saying this.
Also
don't
known
diss
as
the U of O track.
Don't mess with Caitlin, bro. She's
Okay.
a red.
Have you seen? It's a very famous YouTube video. Seriously,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, instant karma kind of video things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got this guy from Oregon, and he's running, and he's got
He
the race
thinks,
won.
yeah.
And he,
and he
puts
starts
his hands up,
raising
and he
his
starts slowing
hand.
down. He's like,
He starts
pumping the crowd,
celebrating.
Some guy from Washington comes and
And runs right past him.
passes him up.
Yeah.
And the guy's like,
Yeah. And then he tries to catch up, but it's too late.
and it's too late.
Kind of like
And then
when
he
CJ Phillips.
That kind of
crosses the finish line and
University
he.
of Oregon sports, doesn't it?
No, I'm sorry.
kinda does.
No,
It kind of does.
that would be incorrect.
No, it kind of does.
You
The
know
track
what?
is awesome. I loved it.
You know what?
Oh, okay.
Track
His
is awesome.
team.
Caitlin wants to know: is there Subway in Florida? Yes,
Oh yeah.
There's
but
Subway
you don't go to
everywhere.
Subway. The best
No.
subs are
No.
Publix.
where are the best subs?
DeLucas.
No, tell them.
Publix.
Publix.
In Florida.
They don't know DeLucas.
Publix is
Publix
the grocery
Nobody
store,
knows
right?
Publix
Yes.
either,
It's a
though.
grocery
Publix is basically
Publix is really
Safeway.
good.
That's what I found out moving around the world and across the countries. If you move to
Countries like plural.
yes, countries plural,
You
so
can
around the
move-
world
okay,
to
alright.
different
In
countries.
80 days.
But but literally in the U.S., I don't know why this is because you would think supermarkets would just be the same all over the place. But they are. If you move 2 states away, you're going to get completely different supermarkets. And only in every 2 states, because like you'll move 1 state and it'll be the same, and then the second state, all of a sudden the supermarkets. When I saw Piggly Wiggly,
My first
I
job
thought
was at
Piggly Wiggly was a
Did
joke.
you see the big bad wolf?
Oh my goodness, that
no,
was a
but
grandpa
Little
of
Red
a
Riding
joke.
Hood was checking us out.
I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your wiggly down.
Is that what they do at
We were
Mahjong? They
on,
huff and puff?
We were
No,
driving
Canasta.
Oh, right.
We were driving from Virginia. Me and a friend of mine, Travis. We were driving from Virginia to Florida. We were going to Disney World, and we're driving. And Jeff Foxworthy's second CD had just come out. This is before he was. You could even see him on video. So he had only
Was it a
tapes,
cassette tape?
cassettes. It was a cassette tape
I
that
just
you could
learned what that
listen
was
to.
last week.
Lord have mercy. Somebody
I
wipe
can't
the
even with you
Similac
right
from
now.
under his chin, please. Anyway, so we're driving and we see the Piggly Wiggly and we're like, nah, that's a real what? We thought it was like an amusement park like that. So we got off the highway on the next exit because we had to make a U-turn to come back because we had to go to the Piggly Wiggly. And we had to buy something so we could get a bag. So we bought a pack of gum and they put it in a little pink bag. And you want to talk about 2 imbeciles, 2 20-year-olds in a supermarket giggling like schoolgirls because we just walking around like laughing, just laughing. That's all we could do was just laugh. It was hilarious.
My first job was at a Piggly Wiggly.
I believe you.
No, it was. It's true. In Memphis,
You just
Tennessee.
broke Zach.
Well. Wait, this gets better, bro.
Look how red Zach is done.
Hey, somebody get Zach some pudding.
Zach is gone.
I can't even.
A tasty cake and orange juice and a bubble yum pack. Piggly Wiggly. All right. So listen.
Did you get Employee of the Month?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
remember.
think that's little
I
piggy
mean,
of the
probably.
month. That's probably.
But listen, you're gonna like this.
Oh, good lord.
Okay, sorry. All right, don't want to interrupt your story.
So it's like 16,
Mm-hmm.
and I was bagging groceries.
This is my favorite fact
Back
I've
when
ever
they
learned.
had that. Back when it.
Yeah, when they had every aisle actually had a bagger.
And there was this one black lady who was one of the cashiers. It is significant that she's black.
Oh no, I know it is.
Because nobody scanned like this woman. I hated
How
sacking
fast?
on her because you could not
Keep
keep
up.
with her.
Mm-hmm.
But she loved me.
Yeah.
And every time I worked, she would ask for me, and so I would be assigned to her.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, they hate me. Right? And she would never say, she was always nice, but she would never be like, hey,
Hurry up.
thanks or anything like that.
Oh, no.
No. She was always nice. But anyway, when I left, she pulled me aside. She said, I can't believe you leaving me. And I had no idea. She goes,
Yeah.
She goes, I don't ever want anybody. She says, nobody's going to be like you. And, you know, just it was one of the sweetest things.
No.
What you're going to like is the outfit that we had to wear.
Get closer to the mic.
You had to wear khaki pants, right? A white long sleeve button down shirt. They gave you an apron that was khaki with red trim and thing, and it had a big pig on it, right? And then a black like
bow
Western
tie?
that had two things hanging.
The bolo tie?
Wiggly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It
Is
sounds
there
like more
any
the-
photographic
it's-
evidence of this?
It's more
I
the
will
Colonel
blow it up
Sanders.
and I will
Oh, it's
buy
the
a
Colonel
Home Depot
Sanders.
box.
Okay.
And I will
bow tie
frame
with
Not
the
the
it.
bolo tie.
Google search, she's too piggly wiggly.
Hold on, we need
Yeah,
to
it's-
edit this right
It's
now.
like the Colonel Sanders tie.
Braden says,
I
"Don't
need
put
you
your
to eat the
address.
mic.
Don't give your address on YouTube."
What
Why?
does it matter?
What
You're
are they gonna
leaving.
do?
You'll be censored.
You're moving.
What are they gonna
It's
do?
offensive material.
Come take my stuff. Go ahead.
It's already
It's all
packed.
packed for
Save,
you.
save the
already
bill.
packed.
That's right. Unless I gotta move.
As
I
long as you
did
don't
try
take the
helping you
piano,
move.
he'll
I was
be
going to
good.
take the elliptical, but you got rid of it already.
We did to Shannon today.
Yeah.
She
Right
picked it
on.
up and brought us lunch
Shannon.
Right.
or dinner.
I think he just took a picture of you.
Whatever.
It's called a selfie.
It's not when someone
Oh,
else
no.
is
It's a
taking a
Yui.
picture.
It's a Yui. It's a him.
Oh, Yui?
It's a Huey.
Himmy? It's a Himmy.
It's a himmy.
That's adorable.
Wow.
We're just ignoring
Christopher
everyone.
Boss says, "I'll bet you could find some pudding for Zach at Piggly Wiggly." Yep.
Hey, Zach.
Chris
Yeah.
Boss also says, "Scott, this is for you." He says, "Another prayer for a meal. Bless this bunch as we munch our lunch."
That's cute.
There you
Woohoo.
go.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
cute. Did you
No,
learn
we
that
were
in
like-
West Virginia?
Hey, Miss Sandy, PT's mic is really, really quiet.
It's not his mic. He
No,
is-
I'm talking right into it, bro.
No,
It
you are
it
right
is going to be
now.
down there. No, I've been the whole time.
No, you haven't, sir.
No.
When you told the Piggly Wiggy story, you were so far away from the mic. You were that far away from the
Yes.
Why don't you guys just do the show without me then? Fine, that's it. I resignate.
mic. You resignate.
You
I think
resignate?
you resign.
I resignate.
But we
That
have
sounds
presents
like some
for
sort
you.
of an alternate. Hold
You
on,
have to
wait.
stick around.
You
We
should
have
thought
presents
about
for
that
you.
before you tried getting on to me about the microphone.
That's
Now
okay,
you
we'll
give
give
her
them to Miss
presents
Carla.
to
Hey,
Zach.
look what I found, guys.
Did you
Is it
find
the
the tie?
Piggly
I
Wiggly
found a
outfit?
picture.
Of the tie? Please
Yes,
tell me
I
you found
did.
it.
I did. Hold on. I found it. I'm downloading it right now.
You have to download
So,
things?
no. I'm telling you
Oh,
what he did. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that's what he did.
Hold it up there.
I knew that's what he did. That's
Okay,
why he
that's
took the
horrible.
picture. You got to put it on my camera to say. That is
That's awesome.
amazing.
That is awesome.
Lucas right now
where
is
is
losing
Lucas?
his
Oh.
Where
mind.
is Lucas when you need him?
Lucas
I'm sorry,
is-
where is Lucas when you need him?
That is
Is that better?
I want you to know, Miss Charlotte head just flew off her head, and Miss Sandy, who is wearing headphones,
Oh, I am sorry.
you are not sorry, sir. Okay.
I don't
Anyway,
believe
Hey,
you.
now
Zach,
we can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
back to a normal
Didn't
value.
you bring something to show everybody tonight? A
Oh.
little special something?
if I could give a speech.
No, you don't need
Yes.
that speech. Here.
He's got the outfit.
Sandy,
No, I didn't
mute
tie.
PT. It's Zach's turn.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So you
Do
had
we
to
call you
provide your
Colonel
own
Piggy?
shirt.
What did I miss?
Hey, Colonel Sanders.
You don't have headphones on. Zach
No.
just said, "Can we call you Colonel Piggy?"
Piggy.
That is
This
funny.
this
You
little
cannot laugh all you
this-
want. That was funny.
Hey Zach. This little PT went to market.
This little PT's going home. This little PT had Subway,
This little
This little,
PT.
there's no,
and
there's
you
no.
little PTs had none.
Wait, there's no big bad wolves in Florida. There's only big bad gators.
That's right. You tell them. You know what gators do to ducks? They eat them.
They lose to them.
Hey, you know how to make Oregon duck cookies, don't you? You beat them in the sugar bowl. Of course, they don't usually get to the sugar bowl.
No, because they're usually in the Rose Bowl. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that's okay.
The granddaddy.
Yeah,
of
where they
them
lose.
all.
Where
Marcus won.
they lose.
Marcus won.
Marcus
Charlotte
Florida.
says, "I am really gonna miss this." Yeah,
So we're
that
gonna
makes
have to
one
do
of
it.
us, Charlotte.
We're gonna have to do it
So,
with him
so
on
Zach's got a little speech and something to show everybody tonight.
I do. So
You mean
I,
other
He put a
than the
lot
pic-
of work into
Other
this.
than the picture he just took.
Oh no, he's got a lot more work
A
for
picture
this.
was
He's
amazing,
done. He
though.
did great.
I just want to take a moment by saying I think it is so cool, and I mean this sincerely, how you guys started this show. Will you just remind us about what that was like, just real quick? Where did it start?
It's not the Itchy and Scratchy show. It's the Carly. He asked you the question.
Well, when COVID.
Speak up. We can't hear you.
When COVID was first and we had to stay home. Okay, is
COVID.
that better? The COVID. The COVID.
The
hit.
COVID, the safe way.
The
The
COVID.
Rona.
You don't
The
have to
science.
talk like Charlotte.
The
You
Rona.
Just like Carla.
All right, I'll talk like Carl, which is what my mother called me.
Carl?
The Carla.
Yes.
Really?
Only she said it. Call.
She's hi, Carl.
That
That
was
is
it.
exactly how she sounded. So there you have it.
Okay.
Little juicy tidbit
love
of nothing, right? No, so when COVID was keeping us all home and we couldn't worship together in the church, Todd, and was it Pastor Daniel that had mentioned something about really keeping us together by having like a morning and an evening time of prayer and just fellowship. So
That was after. It started just you and I.
so there we were in the third bedroom of the house, like acting like two goofballs, just interacting with people. And yes, I talk with my hands. Interacting with people on a nightly. It was fantastic. And just,
Listening to Weenus whimper.
yes, out the back. Oh my gosh. Yes, she'd be like, yeah, having a fuss, trying to get in the room and be, the crazy dog that she is. But yeah, it was a really sweet time where we could connect with everyone when we weren't able to physically connect with everyone. So there we were in the room and just, finding goofy headlines, like hilarious headlines.
Hilarious
and-
headlines.
yes, and
And
him
the songs.
singing, anthems to the pancreas and
Yep.
yep.
I was there for that.
Yes, and then like a nice little devotional. But it kept, what? What is wrong with you? What did you find? Oh my gosh.
Well, if you had not mentioned hilarious headlines, I was going to mention them, and I thought, I wonder if I could find some.
He just found one, obviously.
So,
Oh boy, here we go.
so here's one.
She saw it and couldn't help herself.
I'm not seeing it. What is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I-
Much, right?
Is this
Yeah.
is this too soon?
Too soon. It's too close. She
Yeah,
said.
I know, right?
Hang on, there was
So-
A nuclear explosion would be a disaster. That checks out.
So while we're talking about you guys doing the live stream from your house,
Can't see
I
it.
personally want to say thank you for doing that, because that is what got me involved in this church and meeting so many incredible people, and 25 years of not going to church. And you guys drew me in. And I know, well, it was then Eric Vermillion. Now it's Counselor Vermillion. And then this week it's become church board member Vermillion.
Yeah.
You guys, you brought us both in, and our, his family and his daughter. So, I know Eric would be reminiscent if I didn't say thank you for him.
He's also our realtor.
Oh, that's right. He's your
Yes.
real estate agent, BST Realty, right here in downtown Malala, Oregon. Oh, sorry. Beautiful downtown Malala, Oregon.
Beautiful.
But Zach has put together a nice little
No.
present
Yeah,
for
I
you
just want to
guys.
say something.
No.
So this is I wanted to go back to the moment that I first started. Actually, I was like, I can't miss these live streams because this is there's something significant happening at the Nazarene Church. I mean, we're talking. You started getting upwards of 1,000 views, but there was one moment in particular, and it was when you first designed your introduction of PT and Carla show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to remix.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. So I just wanted to remix that for you tonight, and I just wanted to commemorate the beginning of this show at the end of this show, and so we're gonna play my favorite moment from all the live streams, and then at the very end I've remixed.
Wow.
I've remixed your
You
introduction
put a lot of time
with
into
new
this.
music.
Oh.
So here we go. It's only about 1 minute long.
All right, air guitar. You ready?
Oh, I can't hear.
Oh, we'll pause.
No, here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
That was
Very nice.
that deserves a round of applause.
Well done.
That was
Well done.
Outstanding.
I remember when we did that song. I'm sorry. I remember when we did that song.
Carla, will you do that again? That was perfect.
When we did that, like later that night, like about an hour later, as I recall, I get a text from, I can't remember if it was you or Mo, and they had them with the
yes.
with the little cat faces or whatever they were, and they're going,
I remember that.
and it was awesome.
You showed the recording the
I
very next day.
I did. I couldn't stop watching it. Literally, I laughed for weeks on that. And then I was reminiscing on it, and I'm like, I am still every time.
Yeah.
It's just hysterical.
That's awesome.
What'd you learn from PT? I learned air guitar on live stream.
I want to tell you guys a cool. Now Chauncey's heard this story, but not everybody has. When it kind of when I was interviewing with what? Why? I mean, why? How hard is it to just sit there?
You want to know how hard one of the wheels?
Oh
is
no, that's
broken?
right. That's right. That's
So
right. So
I-
harder than I think it is.
I stretched a little and then woo.
Well, you know,
Woo!
the live stream.
So you interviewed.
All right, I want to talk about. I'll get to that because I think the live stream potentially more than anything we did as a church galvanized us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because and I noticed that that Zach's pastor Gary Lee would come on occasionally with Carolyn, and then they started doing a live stream, and I had other pastors from our district were like, "Hey, what are you doing? How are you doing this? You know." Travis Catlett played a big role because he's the guy who taught us or showed me how to use OBS,
Yep.
which was what allowed us to put the other images. It's the same software we're using here.
Right.
To use the images, hilarious headlines and stuff like that. And if you ever go back and watch, hilarious headlines is my favorite part of it because of her. Because I didn't show them
You
to
didn't,
her.
yeah, and you would say them, and she would
And
lose
so
it.
she would read them for the first time with everybody else.
Right.
And just her laugh. I mean, she's got a great laugh. And so
Yeah.
it was just contagious. And then I just remember saying to Carla, I was like, you know, we're going to lose the church if we don't do something.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we had gone, I don't know how long it had been that time, but, you know, we were
I think it was about a month.
cycling through the I think it was maybe a little longer because we were cycling through all the worship videos that the worship team had made. And I was still preaching, but it was to an empty room.
Right.
And remember some people put the pictures of
Pictures.
people up there. And remember it was at first I could be there, it had to be just me and the stories.
yep.
Nobody else could be there.
Mhm.
And then it was the worship team could be there, and then it, you know, you'd get momentum. And I just said, Carl, this isn't working. We have to do more during the week. And so we just said, okay, we'll just commit to 7 o'clock. We thought about doing it earlier, but people will be working and not able. So we said, we'll do it at 7, an hour. We'll just go in and say hi, talk to people. We'll, you know, to sing songs was never anything I was going to do. I said, we'll put a devotion in there.
Yeah.
And then we had prayer time. Remember, we ended with prayer.
Yeah.
And so we kept doing it, and I thought, okay, this is fine, but even this will lose. And this will lose its luster. We have to do something to keep it engaging. It can't just be you and I talking and saying hi.
Right.
And so that's when I said, okay, I literally said, I want to try to make this like a morning radio show. Something that people will tune in for that are not just the church people. And so then we started inviting friends, and we'd see like my family would come on from down south,
Yep.
and remember Ryan and Gabby at that time would come on. Remember hashtag slap Ryan, remember those kind of things. And so we noticed that when we did that, people started really coming on. You said, the mayor said, he goes, like after the first couple of views, he did his own live stream.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, I'm going to be running for mayor. And he goes, he starts promoting. He goes, you guys got to go check out Malala Church of Nazarene, their live stream. Pastor Todd and his wife, they get up there and he sings silly songs. He goes, and he said, this is nothing that I was expecting from a church here in town. I had no idea that these guys were here.
Right.
We became friends before we ever met each other.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how that happened.
Right.
So we did all that, and we started and then Travis showed me with OBS how we could do hilarious headlines and all these things. Well, when I was interviewing for the new church where I'm going, it's called Church in the Gardens, citg.org. If you want to go and follow, you're welcome to do that. They really went back. Their search committee watched so many of the live streams that we did. So they've seen you guys, all right? They one of the questions I was asked in like the second or third interview, I don't remember, is well, he goes, well, do you think that Chauncey would come with you?
I thought they were gonna ask, did you
Hey,
really
Chauncey,
poop your pants
can
that
we
many
help you pack?
times?
No.
Can we help you pack?
Can we help you pack? You know, and
Did they really talk about their underwear?
Well, yeah. If we probably wouldn't have deleted the few episodes,
did
they
Chauncey
would
really
be asking.
kiss Zach against his will?
yes.
Pepe, they obviously didn't see Pepe Le Pew.
That was so bad.
But it was just one of those things that I remember, you know, or when they asked me that, I realized when they asked me
Yeah. How far-reaching
that,
it was.
that connection, because you and I were friends, but I think it made us even closer friends
Yeah.
having to do that. You know, and the depth of what we were doing was unique. And then, of course, when we were all able to get together again and meeting, it became less of a thing. You know what I mean? And so it just started to really dwindle. And I wasn't unhappy about that.
No.
It's just like, it's really, we were getting down to where 10 people would be watching and 5 of them would be here. You know, and it's like, it's a lot to ask of somebody's family to sacrifice a couple nights a week for something like that. That is, in ministry, you learn things that the viability of a ministry versus the value. So viable versus valuable. And was this valuable? Sure, I think it was valuable. I think there are a lot of people that took value from it. Was it viable at that point? Probably not. And so that's why we've kind of stopped. I've already been asked by people at the new church if we'll implement this there.
Nice.
In fact, weren't you just asking me that
I
today?
talked about,
You know,
we were talking about that today.
Go ahead. Talk
No,
about it.
that's
That was
all
it.
that was it. I just
That was
asked
the
it.
end.
That was the end of that question.
The voice of God has joined us.
Bobby Avacci.
Buddy.
Padre Celestial.
Well, here's another thing. Only Zach can say things that do not apply, that do not make sense,
Do not fit.
that don't fit, and are still funny.
So here's my question: is you knew Zach was coming?
Yes.
Why didn't you invite his boss? We've talked about it forever, getting his boss in here to have Pastor Gary Lee
Uh-huh.
and having a little
Uh-huh.
you'd have some backup and why would you have thought to
double
invite him
team
to?
Zach.
Listen, the day I need backup, the day I should resign.
You are resigning.
Technically, you did that.
First
Yeah.
of all,
You are,
let's remember.
and you're moving.
Let's remember who put this together. That would be
God,
you,
Jesus.
you, and Chauncey.
And Espiritu Santos.
This was not what I was going to be doing.
Right.
We were packing. We made
Yes.
this to.
He was going to be finding boxes
do
at Home
this.
Depot.
I did run
I'm
into.
actually surprised the nursing home let you out today.
Oh, snap. You can smell the pudding from
I
here.
had my pudding, and so they
No,
said
we-
I could get on
No.
going.
No, you have not
Oh,
had your
no.
pudding.
We brought some for you.
Hey!
And in fact, I
Lift it higher,
I
lift
was
it
made
higher.
aware. I actually called
It's
your.
gonna blow up.
Liz-
I'm gonna laugh.
I
Boom.
called your dietitian
Hey, he gave some to you
No,
too.
no.
Exactly.
No.
Hey,
I
Shots
called your dietitian,
fired.
and she said that you recently developed a lactose intolerance.
So
So I
Could
came
be.
Is that
prepared.
real?
no,
Oh.
not that I know of. Not that I know
Before
of.
you eat that,
Carla lost it.
I mean, really, bro.
Carla's gone.
you may want to put on a Depends.
Is it used? What is the? Oh, look at the back here. It's like a brown spot.
It's pre-skid marked. And this is rice pudding, by the way.
I haven't had rice pudding in a really
Honey,
long
it's
time.
tapioca.
Yeah,
It's your
that's-
favorite.
Okay,
Is it
so
tapioca or is it
listen.
rice?
So listen, I told them because people are losing their brains. No, you can't take Chauncey. Chauncey can't go. First of all, I'd be doing you a favor. All right, if I did take him, you would be thanking me. right?
Nisa would probably be thanking you.
No, Nisa would be like, I'll go. Chauncey can stay.
There you
Wait,
go.
can we
Okay.
ship
There you
him?
go.
How much is it to ship a Chauncey in
It's
USPS?
extremely expensive.
We don't know how it would be, how expensive it would be to ship a Chauncey.
Yeah, I know how
but
much it is
two
to ship a
little
Prius.
dogs, $5,700.
For real. If you want to get
Whoopsie.
a no, listen.
Wait, did you say 5,000?
Yes,
$5,000.
$700.
we were going to fly.
Put him in the trunk of the Prius.
No, listen. Well, that's what's basically going to happen.
Isn't that the turbocharger for the Prius? You'll go faster.
You know what? All three of you spend more money in gas in one of your cars than I do in both of mine.
You're not wrong.
I know.
Not
You're
wrong.
But his car takes more resources from the earth to build those
Okay,
batteries than
all
our
right,
car.
let's
Are we gonna
n-
have that
let's
fight right
not
Oh,
Oh,
jump on that.
Hey, I'm
No.
going to I'm going
Listen,
to Florida.
if I
where-
ever fail as a pastor, I'm
where politics
I'm
matter.
gonna back you up. We got this thing.
how are the Bulls?
What?
The
How are riding
Bulls.
the Bulls?
Oh, I'm retired.
I know.
So I did run into Pastor Gary Lee.
Nice.
I did. Ran into he and Carolyn at Cindy's, which is no longer Cindy's, and got
It's not the original Cindy's.
what didn't
it's
she?
still called Cindy's.
Yeah,
she
but
sold
she
it,
sold
but it's
it.
still called
Oh.
Cindy's.
Yeah,
No,
but it's a
still
different
Cindy's.
owner.
It's just a different Cindy's.
They're an imposter.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He can't help himself.
I have asked,
Batman.
just so you guys know, Chris Wallace lives about 40 minutes south of where we're going.
Convenient.
Yes.
And I have asked Chris, he's going to be there, I think, the first Sunday that we're there.
He's
going to
be
And I've even asked him to pray about some
first
things. So,
Sunday.
Good.
so we might be together in some ministry there. I'm hoping for that.
Good.
And so
Tell
we're
us how
thinking
you
about
really
that.
feel
I have
this Carla.
FOMO right now. I'm missing out on this.
You're missing-
Chauncey, this is sounding tempting. Beautiful beaches of Florida. I don't actually have a clue. I've never
Do
been
you want to
Florida.
come to Florida? Do you want
I-
to?
have
I'm going to
beautiful
Georgia
beaches.
next month. Is that close to Florida?
It is, but it's a
Did you
completely
just
different
ask?
It's
state.
going to be in Atlanta.
Come on down.
That is
Hot
a
Lanta.
6-hour drive just to hit
No,
the
more than
border.
that.
Just to hit the border of Florida.
you
And
got
then you
a-
probably
I
another.
hate driving.
But then again, it is
I don't even drive a
I-95, so you
Prius.
can make it in 30 minutes.
Hopper. You need the Hopper app, and you can find a cheap flight.
Hop
Oh,
on.
that's right. We had Augustus Andrews watching from Ghana. That's correct.
Dang.
Really?
And
Yeah, way
Pastor
back, not now, but
Roxana's-
way
And-
back when.
What?
Pastor Roxana's cousin?
Not your birthday.
Yeah.
That was so every
So
week was
so now, do you guys really want to know what the funniest part of that was?
oh my goodness.
Every
When it
week was
really
her birthday. No, every week, she would say it was her birthday.
Yeah.
So finally, my favorite day of the year, December 15th, rolled around. And
Is that tax day?
Yes,
No.
that's what it. Yes, yes.
no,
that's
it's
it.
not tax day. And
I just-
so I let PT know the first time he was doing live stream, and my favorite day of the year, which is my birthday. And it was actually Pastor Roxana's birthday also.
That's right.
Her birthday's the same day as mine.
We
She was not happy at all.
No.
Eric
Today's-
Vermillion is on. He says, "Hey all,
Hello.
What's up, Evie?
Hello,
what up, player,
counselor.
player?"
Oh wow.
Wow. Rejoice, rejoice.
Oh boy.
My bro just came from Dubai. And I was 4 wise man told us
Madness. Today's my mom's birthday.
Hey,
Happy birthday, Chauncey's mom.
mother.
Even though it's really late there, I'm gonna send her a link and see what happens.
We should call her.
No, we
Happy
should not.
Yes, we should.
Chauncey's
We should call her.
I have a black mama.
Who
Do not
should we
call
Put
my
her
black
live.
mama.
Who should we call? Let's
Listen
call
to me.
somebody.
Wait,
Shannon.
I have something.
Shannon.
I have something. to say.
Wise.
Hold on, no.
But I think
someone unsuspecting.
Oh, unsuspecting. Chris
No.
Wallace.
Your sister.
Chris Wallace is right there.
He's not
No,
suspected.
they're on the
That's more along the lines. I
they're
was
on the
thinking.
East Coast and it's 10 o'clock.
Which
it's
one?
10:49.
It's late. Yeah.
Which one?
It's 11 o'clock.
They're all. It's not. It's
It's 10:49.
it's 10 o'clock where Laura is.
It's 10:49.
I should call Alabama.
Album. We could call Pastor Ryan. It's only 2 hours. It's only
You know, you
just
could
after
also
10
call the
o'clock.
co-founder of the live stream, PD.
You could.
Pastor Daniel. Pastor Daniel has young children, and it's not 8 o'clock,
this
so
is
that would
true.
work.
Yeah,
It's not 8
he's
o'clock
only
yet.
across the state,
Remember that
not
one
the
time
country.
we called Nisa?
Yes.
Ruthie.
I remember. She remembers. We don't
For
do that.
those who don't
Who is it?
know,
Is it
Sarai.
Anything yet?
It's awesome.
Because I don't know if she's there.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm at my house.
What are you doing at your house?
I just finished dinner.
What'd you make?
Anything my roommate
What?
piece for us.
Hey, do you have the ability to go on YouTube right now?
Yeah,
Would you please?
4.
Well, I got to show you something, and I can't tell you. I just have to show it to you.
So, okay, I'm opening up my phone. I have you on speaker. I'll go to YouTube right now.
Okay. When you get there, go to the church's homepage.
When you what?
When you get to YouTube, go to the church's homepage.
What church?
What church? The Monaz Church.
Whatever. Okay,
Wait, what?
Monaz Church.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, there's a live stream going on. You got to see this. You will not believe this.
My.
No, go ahead.
A final film. A final.
What?
I'm reading the title. It's dumb. Final live stream for WoW.
Yeah,
Okay,
see, I wouldn't have
okay.
named it that either, but, you know, the mayor.
Fired.
Fired!
Okay.
Okay, are you watching?
Done it. Yeah.
Watch it live. Make sure you speed all the way up to where we are currently.
I don't know how to do that.
It shouldn't have started at the beginning. Yeah, wipe your finger, like, all the way across. Like, there should be a red line at the bottom.
No, this camera.
You are so dumb.
Why would you say that?
Whoopsie!
So dumb.
Hi, Ruth.
Why do you say I'm dumb?
Becky, please.
Becky, please, she said.
Oh, plays.
Oh. Hey, I heard that John Mayer wished Tim Wong a happy birthday.
He was wearing
Well,
a shirt.
did John Mayer tell Tim Wong that he loves him too? Didn't think so.
Yep, John Mayer told Ruth that he loved her.
Nice.
Heartbreak.
So you're on the live stream, Ruth.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, I'm going to hang up.
But why?
Why? Said I.
We're going over highlights. I think we've got the one where you fell.
That's right.
Ouch.
All right, we
I
just thought
have
we'd
that.
call somebody live, so you were chosen.
Papa,
All right, bye. We love you,
So much fun. Love you too.
Love
Bye.
you.
Love you.
Bye.
ladies and gentlemen. Ruth Karika.
Mhm.
Yes, Root.
Said I.
That's awesome.
The beautiful onion.
It's almost
So-
11 o'clock on the East Coast. Chris Wallace, sorry everyone, I was driving earlier.
Nope.
We didn't know.
We couldn't.
We can't see you, Chris. That's like when you do a live stream and people said, "Hey, we can see you." It's like, well, I can't see you. I can see your name. I can see you type. That's kind of my thing.
If they used emojis, you'd be able to better
Oh.
understand.
Right.
Yes, we love you too, Lynn. We do.
Love you.
So I think we figured out this morning we're all gonna call you or start texting you at 8:59 every morning.
Every
Well, you guys
morning.
realize that 9 a.m. Florida time is literally 6 a.m. our time.
here. Yeah.
I get up.
So
So that means that we
5:59.
could
up at
text him at the same
5:59.
time.
Yeah.
5:59.
I get up at
Just
4.
because you
And
get up
actually, it
from-
would be
7.
What time
4:49
does the
because
nursing
Zach
home
hasn't
open the
set his clock.
windows? What time do they pull up
What
the
time do
shades?
you get your pills?
When's room service show up?
What time is first trip to the bathroom?
Oh,
1 a.m.
That's every 30 minutes.
Hey, and in a few years, it'll be that way for you too, young man. Just so you know, there's no avoiding that one.
Oh Lord.
I did not put a devotion together, but I am going to give a devotion. And I've been thinking I really wanted to do this on Sunday, and I still may. But turn with me, if you will, to the book of Job, the first chapter in Job. is one of my favorite. It's a very simple devotion that you're going to get today because, like I said, I did not put one together.
Funny, I got in trouble in Catholic school for calling it the Book of Job.
Well,
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Father Redden wasn't too happy with me.
100 Hail Marys.
all right. So we are in Job chapter 1. We're going to start in verse 1, and I want you to catch some things here because there's some very significant wording that's used here that is significant. It says this in verse 1, "In the land of Uz, there lived a man whose name was Job. This man was blameless and upright. He feared God and shunned evil. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and he owned 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 donkeys. And he had a large number of servants. He was," catch this, "the greatest man among all the people of the East." So what do we know right off the bat? We know that we know a couple of things. Job is, from heaven's standpoint, from a biblical standpoint, the greatest man among the people of the East. I mean, there's just nobody like him. And if you go into the very first verse, in the very first verse it says that he was blameless and upright, that he feared God and shunned evil. So he's doing it, all right? Here's a guy who's living a holy life. He is been blessed. He has 7 sons, 3 daughters, and he owns lots and lots of stuff, right? He owns lots and lots of stuff. So then when you, okay, stay with me, guys.
I'm with you.
Okay. In verse 6, it says this. We're gonna jump from verses 4 and 5, because in verses 4 and 5, he just talks about his sons and his daughters not living.
Speaking of sons and daughters,
Okay, I'm in the middle of a devotion, so just give me a couple minutes, and then we'll be done. Just a couple minutes, okay? All right. So in verse 4 and 5, he says he talks about his sons and his daughters and how they're not living right, and that Job would have these sacrifices for his children, just in case, right? So then I want you to jump down to verse 6. It says, "One day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them." Now, this is a unique set of circumstances right here. You have the angels, of which Satan used to be, and he's jumping around through heaven. I mean, he's there hanging out with the angels. And that stands out, right? The Lord sees that, and he questions it, and he looks to Satan, and he says, "Where have you come from?" And Satan answers the Lord, "From roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it." So basically, Satan's just kind of puffing his chest out and say, "Well, you banished me from here, so I'm just, hanging around, just doing my thing. What do you care?" He's really, I just sense this element of sarcasm or of this arrogance to him. And then the Lord said, now this is verse 8. This is what I want to get to. Verse 8 says, "Then the Lord said to Satan, 'Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil.'" Now stop right there for a minute. I want you to catch what's actually happening here, because I think it is one of the most significant things that has ever happened in Scripture. And I don't know really of anywhere else where it happens quite like this. But it isn't Satan who goes to God and says, "Hey, Job's doing this. He's living right. He's got it. He's awesome. He's wealthy. He's doing these things. Can I mess with him?"
Right.
Satan doesn't even request that. Satan doesn't even talk about Job. He doesn't bring Job up. He doesn't mention Job or anything like that. But it is God who says to Satan, "Hey, since you're roaming around, you got nothing really going on, since you're bored, right? Have you considered my servant Job?" So God, we see, hands Satan, Job, the best man on the earth at this point, right? That's what it said, or in the East. It said the greatest man in the East, blameless and upright. So Job's doing it, right? And God says, "Here, Satan, do your worst."
Mm-hmm.
Satan doesn't request this. He doesn't ask this. He's not even thinking about this. He's not even considering Job until God says this. Now, we do know, based on Satan's response, and we're not going to read any more of that Satan is aware of Job. Mm-hmm. Because what does Satan say? He says, "Well, the reason he does this is because you've given him this. You protect him. You've done this and that." So what I would suggest is that the reason Satan knows about Job is because Job is blameless and upright and lives a holy life. He fears God and he shuns evil, it says.
Right.
So we can rightly resolve that Satan has already tried to attack Job because it says he shuns evil, right? So Satan's already come after Job. Now, whether or not Job recognizes that it's Satan or not, we know that he's attacked him because Satan, we know that Satan knows who he is because he acknowledges that. He says, well, of course, he's blameless and upright. Of course he does this because you protect him, you take care of him, you've blessed him, you've given him everything. If you take some of the stuff away, he'll turn from you. And God's like, yep, won't happen. And God sequentially allows Satan to attack different elements of Job. Basically, all right, we can cause this, you can do this, you can do this, you just can't, kill him, right?
You can't, yeah.
So at the end, that's what the resolve is. You can even attack his health, but you cannot kill him. And progressively, Satan does a little bit more and 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 a little bit more, which is the way Satan does things. I want you to think about it. Satan never tempts you with just greatness. He starts with just a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then once you buy into that little bit,
Then he takes you.
it's a little bit more. Think about this. Remember when you were a kid and the concept of profanity? You knew bad words. You knew what they were, right? You didn't say them because you'd get in trouble. But then maybe if you were like me, you'd go through a stretch where you started to say a few of them. Or you started to listen to a few of them. You hear them on TV or all these things. You allowed these things into your life. And then it becomes commonplace and normal. And then you try to defend it, right? I mean, that's what happens. That's how Satan works. So here we see, Satan doing this with Job, and Job wants no part of it. And eventually, over the course of a long stretch of time, Job loses everything. If you don't know the story, Job loses his children die. His land is taken from him. He loses his health. His wife basically says, why are you still praising God? Curse God and die already. His friends have turned from him. He has nothing.
They come to support him, but
And they don't.
support their type of support is we're just going to sit here and bash you because obviously you did something wrong.
And that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
But Job knows that he has not. And he defends it fiercely. He doesn't just defend it. He defends it fiercely. And at the end, he just gets kind of to what I consider he's just had it. He can't take anymore. And he basically looks up to God directly and he says, why? I mean, that's basically the short version. He says, why? Why did this happen? And God, as you would think, you'd think God would be merciful and kind and be like, well, man, it's been awful, Job. Here's why. But God doesn't do that. God smacks him. God comes to him in the storm, basically, and says, who are you to question me? Who are you to ask me why? You don't get to ask me why. Were you there when the foundations of the earth were formed? Were you there when I did this? Were you there? And he just goes on, and he lists all these things. And in this, Job finds healing. I want you to catch this, that in this absolute smack is where Job finds his healing, because Job is reminded in this moment of his stature, where he stands with God. He is reminded in this moment that God is God, that he is not God.
Right.
But don't lose what has just happened here. I want you to really catch this. Job has spoken and heard from God directly. Potentially, to the best of the only recorded thing that we know of in his life that this has happened. He knows of God, but we don't know that he's heard God this way. And so here is God saying to Job in a tongue lashing of sorts, speaking to God, validating everything that God is to Job in this moment of discipline. Everything that Job has believed in, that he was faithful to, has been validated right before him in a storm. And at the end, God restores Job 10 times over, or 7 times over, I think. He gives him everything. Now, he doesn't restore his children, but we know that his children were not great. They weren't living right, and I'm sure Job loved his kids, and that still had some sting to it. But Job is restored. What's the point? The point is this. God is so confident with Job that he has no problems handing him over to the devil on a silver platter. He is so confident that Job is not going to turn, that Job is not going to bend, that Job is not going to break, that he says to the devil, to Satan, here, do your worst. Just don't kill him. You can do anything else, but don't kill him. What I would say is this. Be like Job. Live like Job. Be the kind of person that God is in heaven looking down and saying, hey, Satan, have you considered my servant Zach? There's nobody like him. No one. There's no one like him in the Pacific Northwest. He is blameless. He is upright. He fears God and he shuns evil. Or have you considered my servant Chauncey? He's kind of like Zach. Or my son Ryan. Or live like that. Do your best to be upright, to be blameless, to be the kind of Christian that God has no issues handing you over. Now, that's a scary thought.
Very.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to deal with that.
No.
And I don't want that, and wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Right.
But, man, to know that God is that kind of confident in you,
Yeah.
I don't think you can't go down from that. You can't go down from that no matter what happens. That is your devotion. If you guys want to share any of your thoughts, share 'em.
Just giving you a slow clap.
Golf clap.
Oh, yes, we'll have to get used to that.
All right. We have some visitors. Come on in, Meme.
Louis.
We have
Meme.
2 people who have come up to join us. Sit over here by Rhiannon.
What?
Yeah,
You get
it's
a new name every time you say it.
Oh,
Ryan.
yes.
Wow.
Ryan, my son Ryan is here. Ryan, wave. Why are you wearing an Arizona State Sun Devils sweatshirt?
What's up, Pacific Northwest? It's your boy,
PNW.
Ride Dog, in the house,
Your boy.
a.k.a. our Swizzle, our Diggity. Ain't that right, Chauncey?
Ankles McGee.
Ankles McGee.
Sandy's laughing at you in the background. That was excellent.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. What's up, though, for real, though? It's good to see you, Jude.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
What's
What a
with your
privilege
beanie?
to have you
What's
on
what-
the
What's going on
Farewell
with your
show.
beanie, bro?
What's going on? What do you mean?
Oh,
What's going
it's
on
his
with your beanie?
gangster
That's what I
tilt.
do.
It's looking weird.
I got a gangster
His
beanie.
life
You
is
need
a
to fix
gangster
your
tilt.
beanie.
Nah.
Looks weird.
Mia, stick
It's
your
like-
head here so people can say
It's
hi to
like
you, too.
when an old guy's losing his hair, but he does a comb over anyways.
No, she's not on. You're not on.
But
There
then
you
a
are.
beanie.
Hi. Hey, how are you?
What does this mean?
It's just peace. Like, what's up?
I mean, I am not a crook.
Hey. We're chilling. We're awesome.
Are those emojis?
So what brought you guys up here?
What's up, emojis?
Ryan's
They
Which
wanted
one
to
did you
be
drive,
down.
Chauncey?
One of
Those
3
are your
Priuses brought them
fathers.
here.
No, those are the mayor's.
Yes.
Let's go
Oh,
Where'd the
never
mayor
mind.
go?
Never
What's
said
it? Why'd
Let's
you
go
leave? You didn't have to leave.
joyride in the mayor's
Mr.
vehicle.
Mayor.
He told me to sit down.
I honestly thought this would be really awesome because your son's never been in the same room when you guys did the live
Hashtag slaps Ryan.
Hashtag
Oh, is this a live version?
Oh,
We could do
Oh,
that.
Ryan.
And this will be
Okay,
the last time you will
ladies
ever
and
come on
gentlemen.
your
I'll
show.
give you my best cheat.
Hey,
We need
if I can get 10
25.
hashtag slap Ryan,
No.
Chauncey
was-
will slap him.
On live
Oh.
air.
25.
All right, Mia, 10 times.
Put the camera
Comment
on
No,
for
on-
him.
10 different people.
Your hand is so big.
He just.
Why is it so big? It's my
Genetics.
whole head. It's not just a
Put his
slap.
camera on, please, Miss Sandy.
Chris Wallace says there's no R in gangster.
Gangsta.
That's right, he's gangsta.
Wait, hold on,
Your
hold on.
story's getting
Miss Sandy
drafted.
said what?
Caitlin said, Mia, you have beautiful teeth.
Thank you, Caitlin. I love you.
That's right. Mia got her braces off.
Taking my braces off.
You digging it?
I was
Oh
not
my
braced
gosh,
for this.
trying to ruin a good
Sandy's
time.
here
Looks
for
like they're
me.
still there.
She's protecting you.
Unlike you people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mia. Hey,
Not offering you
hey,
up.
can you put Mia on screen?
offering.
No, because
No, Mia got her
Camera.
braces off.
I don't want to do
the
this.
camera doesn't go that far.
Go get next to get next to Zach. Yeah,
Right there.
and put it on Chauncey's camera.
Artichoke.
No braces.
Whoa,
Yay! Hey, Mike Keller got a hashtag slap Ryan.
Thanks, Mike. Love you too.
Miss
man.
Jean is on. She says,
Hey, Miss
"Hey,
Jean.
Monash
We got three.
family. I
Eric
don't see my
Vermillion.
comments. They're on there. We
Chris
see him.
Wallace.
Eric Vermillion, hashtag
1,
slap
2,
Ryan.
3,
Braden
4.
Fanning,
All right, we're
hashtag
at
slap
4.
Ryan. That's
Come
3.
on.
4.
Four.
We
We've
got
got 4.
5. Randy Wall,
We can do it.
hashtag
We
slap
can do
Ryan.
it. We've got
6.
5 more.
Mia.
We're
Mia.
all right. We're 60% there.
Thanks.
We've got 6.
60%. We are almost there. Come on, we can
just
raise
need
this
4
amount.
more.
We can.
5.
Oh!
Thomas Davis.
All right.
6. Kimmy Sue. 7. Eric Vermillion. 8
Eric
or
already,
10.
Eric already
No,
went.
Eric, you
got
already
it.
did it.
Caitlin.
We need
Did
one
get
more.
it?
Caitlin made 9.
1,
We need
2,
one more.
3, 4,
Whoever
5,
gives
6,
number 10, I'm never
7,
speaking
8,
to you
9.
again.
No, that's 10.
That's 10.
That's 10.
You counted
Charlotte
somebody
made it.
twice.
Charlotte
She's the-
Pence, Garrick, and
She
Goitia.
did it.
You got to put
The
him on,
lady
Sandy.
with the
Hold on,
mahjong is
here
the
it
reason
comes,
you're
here it
gonna get
comes.
slapped.
Hashtag slap Ryan.
You ain't counted
Here
down.
goes.
We need to get this on
5,
No.
4.
Oh.
Come on. Come on.
Not
5,
prepared, man.
Close your eyes.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, it's gonna be
1.
Oh, that was so boring.
I could've
Are you
wanna
kidding me?
hurt him.
We
could've
raised
done it.
11 slap Ryans for that.
Hey, hold on,
That
hold on,
was-
hold on.
She was recording.
Hey, Michelle Jones said, I don't know him, but
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not even on screen.
Get
You
him.
didn't even get it.
Can I know? Can you Taekwondo slap my
Thank
brother?
you. I love you.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
hey, Michelle Jones says, I don't know him, but hashtag slap Ryan.
Praise God.
Miss Sandy tried to kill me, and then the mayor started screaming for some reason. I don't know.
You had every right.
She had every right.
You disappointed me in a way I have never been disappointed.
No
Oh
one
my
can hear
goodness.
this.
What do you mean no one can hear this?
They can't hear Mia.
Oh, they can't hear me.
We don't
Mia
have the
just
sound
said that I disappointed her because I didn't slap her brother hard enough. How about hashtag slap Mia?
No.
Oh, mommy.
Yeah, what was
stepson.
that? People are you're hearing. What a finale.
Lame Johnson.
Chauncey.
Wait, what?
Pastor Mike
They
Keller.
want a harder
Lame.
slap.
No,
They
wait.
want him to hit you harder.
But his lame is like lame.
That was
Wait, is it Keller
so
on
boring.
vacation?
It was lame.
Yes.
Is he like in Hawaii or
He's-
Cabo?
no,
or
no,
something?
he doesn't leave in. He doesn't leave until Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
So
Is
he's
this a
still
real
in
vacation
town.
or one of those ones where he like packs his donkeys into the woods?
Thank you, Zach.
Come on.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Just saying, Mike.
Miss Sandy, actually, Marcus will lose his brain.
The sleeping story.
Randy Wall said that was pathetic.
Oh, if I disappoint Randy, I
You did disappoint
Oh my
Randy.
gosh.
It's not an if.
lame.
Carla has said nothing tonight.
She has
I
said a
guess
lot.
so. You put me like right on the spot and made me tell a story.
You
So
made
yeah.
her.
We could talk about Italian gravy. That'll get her all
Oh,
I cooked up.
snap.
I cooked up some pasta last week.
Uh-huh.
This is my first. It was my first week outside of the house.
Al dente.
Uh-huh.
And
Al dente.
I cooked it up in the pot and I poured a can of ragu on it, and then I
Oh.
put ranch
that
on
what-
top.
The unforgivable
why?
sin.
Is that why you're not allowed back in the house? Look at that face he's making. He's only making that face because his mother's looking at him from across the room.
Because he's safe now that we're on the
I
air.
actually
It's
did.
when we
I
leave here
actually
that
did
he
do
should be
that.
running.
Oh my god!
And I had lunch for like 3 days, 4 days.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I was in a rush.
Oh,
With ranch, it's wonderful.
I didn't. See, it's
Melted-
pretty good with
oh,
ranch.
the melted cheese.
did you just say pre-COVID?
Mamma
Pretty good
mia.
with ranch. It is.
Ranch and ragu should not be mixed.
What does this go to?
Sounds
To an
terrible.
iPad.
To an, yeah,
Hawaiian pizza and ranch.
Hawaiian pizza and ranch.
I can't even with you people.
Italian
She can't
tears.
even.
Yes.
Italian tears.
Is that an emoji?
Who's got Italian tears?
No,
That's
Caitlin
right.
said that.
That's
Caitlin-
right.
Caitlin
That's
Cap.
right.
Everyone, bring the
The
hands
hand. It's the hand.
Maron.
It's time for the hand.
Do you know what they're
You all
saying when
get
they
it.
say maron? Do you know what that is?
up.
Mother.
Madonna.
Yes, that is correct.
I thought that was mahjong.
Have you have you seen the video
Disgrazia.
of the guy who
Yes,
does the Italian
I sent that to
workouts?
the, oh no,
You
no.
haven't seen the one where he does the Italian
No.
workouts? He's
What
in
I-
the gym and he's holding like little 5-pound plates and he goes, I forgot about it. 1, forget about it. 2.
What I sent to them
Implement
was
pizza.
this woman, American, married an Italian, and so she's like, I want you to go through a whole day without doing this.
Yeah,
I've seen
and he's
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, what do you? She's like, he's like, ooh, it's like
Your
so
hands.
good.
What?
It was
It's,
so
it's funny. I've seen that because she baits him.
Oh, she totally
And-
baits
but
him.
she does stuff like too. Like
She
when
does
he
stuff
took,
that
like,
he-
to break pasta,
yeah.
pasta before she's putting it in the water.
And
He's
he-
like,
what are you doing? He's like, what is going on? You know not to do that.
You know that that's my life at home, right?
I believe it.
No,
No,
not anymore.
yes.
But that's how it
No, no,
was.
no. I believe it. You know how? Because you bait your wife, so she's like,
No, I do now, but at first, like it would be like that.
My hand is in a perpetual state of this.
What are
all
you
day
holding
long.
when that's happening?
Honey Mylan.
Like you're
Tiny
fragile.
violin.
What
I
is
am.
this?
I'm like getting. I think I'm getting all of my energy together, just ready to.
She's
just,
Super
like,
Saiyan.
She's,
unload.
she's like,
Is it like-
Kamehameha.
She's
going
like,
to unleash my energy on you.
She's
It's like
like-
Disneyland.
she's like, I'm not saying, I am Super Saiyan. I'm sorry, Lord.
In all seriousness,
Yeah.
there is that element that was on a smaller scale my life when we were first together.
You know, no one can hear you but the people in the room.
We're talking about things that
We need some WD-40
things
on
that
that
white
thing.
people like me do that irritate Italians like Carla. Like for example, like
Hey, those Caucasoids, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but it's true. Like
it's not funny,
The
bro.
Caucasians.
like
It's
okay,
Caucasian
you know
friend.
the little pasta that. What are you doing, man?
Did they
Picking his
come
nose.
in?
Why?
Pick my nose.
Chauncey was literally picking Ryan's, like actually
I put
picking
it
his
in
nose.
Disgusting.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because we're on a live stream. That's what you do.
No,
That's what you do on a live stream. Here,
it's
watch.
not.
That's
Put
what
my
you
camera on.
do at a
Put my
live
camera on.
stream.
No, don't do it.
No.
Hey Ryan, we have a depends if you need that.
We do.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I might.
It depends.
I don't know if we have any baby wipes though.
Gotcha.
For that would be for you though.
Jean Ansel says she is still in denial that you're leaving Carla.
Oh.
But she says Ms. Carla, MS. Like, it should be MRS. I'm just saying.
Mrs. Call.
Yes.
Ms. also works.
Mrs.
That works.
No, that's for a single woman.
No, it's not. That's Miss. MISS.
That's for a
That's
single
for
young woman.
No.
MS is for
Miss
a
is
single-
for a single woman. Mrs. is for a married woman. But Ms. is like the formal version of any.
I don't think so.
They, them.
Wow.
Did you just?
Oh my god.
Like, I just want. The argument
Very
was here.
well played.
This guy goes, skirt!
Oh, so well done.
Wow.
You know what? You guys should carry on the
I'm
live stream and
adopting
just get
that.
Ryan on.
That's amazing.
I can barely get him to play basketball. Can I, get him to do it? live?
I can't get him to
want
clean his
this,
room and
bro.
take the trash out.
You don't want the smoke,
Hey,
dog.
PT, I have a joke for you.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, I can do all
Candy
things.
cigarettes.
Hey,
Smoke?
settle down. There's a
Yeah,
joke
the
being told.
I can do all
smoothies.
things through
Christ.
a verse taken out of context.
Oh.
First Wokalonians 4:13.
Bro, woke alone.
Nicely done. Boom. That was so good.
Let that be your
Grandpa told
opening
a
line
funny
at your
joke.
Bible believing church right there.
Bible believing. Please get me his face on camera right now. That.
What you've broken his microphone.
Don't take me off of here.
You're in trouble.
You in trouble.
Stop it. Steve, what are you doing, man?
He's trying to untighten.
Zach.
Yes.
I'm trying to do that.
Oh my
Everything
gosh.
is fine, Marcus.
Yeah, yeah, no
I'm
problem.
gonna use this studio anymore.
Yes, we are.
Studio.
We've been canceled.
But like we was talking about Carla and her like Italian things.
Why? Why did we have to go back?
Well,
here?
because-
we're just fine going down this other
Well,
road.
like, but it's not a bad thing. It's
is there
actually
roads
a
in Italy,
good thing.
or are they paths?
One word.
Gefilte. Gefilte.
Gefilte.
Fish.
One word.
That's a Jewish thing. It is nasty. It's disgusting. It's like I don't like lox
What
and
about-
bagels too. When people
about-
say that's not
What
good.
about Ganucci? Can we talk about
Bagels and
Ganucci?
lox.
Good for you. Oh,
Capers.
oh.
Are those
Hold
the
on.
little
I
sardines?
want to.
No.
Whoa.
He's raising his hand. He's being
Capers.
Ganucci.
Yes, Zach.
What?
Do you still watch those terrible comedies that you used to force us to watch on this live stream? The Mormon ones?
The Mormon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Studio C. Not in a while.
You think those
Thank
suck
heavens.
too?
Those are terrible.
Bro, they're trash. Thank
No,
you.
they are not trash.
Gar.
Not terrible.
As your PR department, we suggest you
Bitch.
don't use those moving forward.
Okay.
They have been
No problem.
They are.
Studio C sucks.
Not
whoa,
all of
they're
them are
not
funny.
Hey,
funny.
hey,
But they are
no.
funny.
this is a
They're just poor.
Christian church live stream.
We don't say sucks.
Just poor. Poor is the verb that
They're
we use.
trash, bruh.
I have a story to tell you when we're not on the air about your ankles.
There's no longer the air. It's digital.
It's digital.
A story
What
about
do you have
them?
like an antenna in
Is
your
it
pocket?
Wi-Fi?
When
over the air?
when Mo makes,
It's like
does she ever cook
breastfeeding.
pasta?
Oh my gosh.
So We don't really have a kitchen right now, so no.
Does Nisa ever cook pasta?
See,
Does she buy? Hold on. Yes, sir.
You know, y'all need to get used to East Coast bedtime.
It
You
is.
start
God?
getting used to it.
I don't know why the camera's still on Chauncey.
That really
I guess
you?
she's okay.
I can lip sync.
So yeah. Hey, hold on. You've done that before. When we did the prodigal, Chris did the voice of God, and you had to learn the dialogue and voice that. You remember that?
I do remember.
So go ahead and put it back on Chauncey. Now, Chris, just say something. Let's see how Chauncey does. This is not racist at all.
I am Chauncey. I am Chauncey. Rejoice, rejoice.
That was classic.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh,
That's
that was the
amazing.
best ever.
Well
I
done.
can make that a gift.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, go back later. Go. I wasn't ready. Go back later and watch the video he made.
Oh, we did.
I saw.
We called.
you
Hey,
saw it.
Chris,
We
you
were
missed
on-
it
yeah, we were
earlier.
on
We
top.
called Ruth. We got Ruth online too. We got her on the. Yeah, she wasn't liking that.
She was not happy, but she laughed.
She didn't know what church's live stream she was going.
I'm
to.
sorry. These people are rude and they talk when you do, Chris, so we can't hear you.
God is speaking.
Oh, I thought it was Shannon. I thought it was Shannon. We're still on live, right?
Yeah, right now everybody's hearing this.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, well, listen, I hope everybody don't think that you have to divorce me because Todd and Carla are moving down here.
That's a trigger word.
Pastor T, PT. I hope I'll still be
T over
loved
double D.
in Malala.
Chris, my guess is that Shelly and Missy will still fly you in for programs.
I do not doubt
I
that
mean,
for a minute.
they'd have you instead of me.
It's the T-O-double-D.
Amen. You got an amen.
Oh, of
from up
course,
there.
of course.
Wow.
So yeah, I would fully expect them to fly you in to do a program. Of course, they'll have to get permission from your pastor, who will be me at that point.
Oh, trying to pull the P word.
God laughs. God is laughing at you.
Tonight.
What's that? I couldn't hear you. Once again, Zach in particular was being rude.
I said, didn't we drink a bottle of Moxie tonight?
No, it was just Coca-Cola and a steak and cheese from Subway. That's all. Hey, by the way, Chris, where best subs in South Florida from where?
Jersey Mike's.
What?
Pub subs stink.
Oh,
What?
Pub subs are
snap.
not good.
Oh,
John Smith's. Okay, no, John Smith's. Okay. What about Publix?
Yeah, I had
No.
Publix.
Yeah,
They do pretty good.
I know they do.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't had a Publix sub in a while.
Their bread's too thick.
We haven't had a pub sub in
like
a
your
while.
head.
It's like
Yeah.
you're eating
No,
all
the-
bread.
Yeah, these people don't know.
But I was hoping
It's like all bread and a little bit of sandwich.
We could go
You're
to
all
anywhere.
bread.
Oh my
Idiot.
gosh, Chris.
All right,
we
Chris,
have to go to
I
a deli
I gotta let
together.
you go because I can't hear you because everybody's rude.
Did you just try to bottle flip, bro?
You rude people, I love you.
I love you.
Love
Yeah, we love you, bro.
We love
So
you,
cool.
Chris.
Later, bye.
Wait. Is he still there?
Sorry.
He's not.
No.
Oh, I wanted him to say the Lord has spoken. It always ends things well.
Well, we do have to end things. We actually do have to wrap this up.
Are you breaking up
No
with me?
trivia.
Once I make this.
It's
Zach-
not.
hold
It's
on.
not me. It's
Zach,
It's not
excuse, Zach, we need to talk. Zach, it's not you, it's me. No, I mean it's not me, it's you.
No.
Can you stop?
I'm trying to make it. Just
Stop it.
now look what you did. Now look what you did. You did that. You.
I am trying to end the live stream.
We can end it when I make one.
You're
It'll be
terrible at this.
Sure, we'll just ask people to wait and just
Trivia.
watch you do
Yes.
this that they can't see.
They're gonna have to.
They can't.
Put it on here.
I
It-
can't
it's literally
adjust the
is on
screen,
there.
doofus. Hey!
Stand up, show your ankles.
Water bottle drop.
Wow.
Okay.
Water buffalo.
Mia, go sit over there or Scott Kaiser. Come on, Mayor.
Can I say something nice about
Oh
you?
my gosh, I don't know. Try.
Is that? my
I have been
phone, bro?
preparing for this for the last 6 months. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to say, on the public record, it has been the greatest joy to make fun of you.
I knew it. I knew it.
I-
There's
I-
no way.
I was welling up
There was-
because I knew something
there was no
heartfelt
chance.
was coming.
I knew there was no way. way that
My
that was going to
heart
be a straight up
skipped a
legitimate
beat.
thing.
Okay, I really can. I do want to say this. I can't express enough how much at the beginning of our friendship, I was like, this guy from wherever he's from, Florida.
Yes, that's where I'm from.
What is the sun? I don't even. The Sunshine State. I don't know. Is that what the Sunshine
It is
State?
the Sunshine
Yeah,
State.
see?
Yes.
I know something
You
about
do.
Florida. Over by Georgia. They have oranges
Gators
and public subs.
And Disneyland.
and
Disney
Seminoles.
World.
And Universal Studios.
Right, all the things. No, I really sincerely mean it. What a great blessing you've been to our community. I'm a fifth generation Malalian, and from my heart, from our church family, you've been such a blessing, not just to us personally, but to this community. And for a pastor to stick it through some things and to bring the ministry of reconciliation is one of the greatest honors that the Lord has ever called a pastor to. And you've done that so beautifully well.
Thanks, bro.
And you put your money where your mouth is in the way that you love your family, in the way that you love your community, in the way that you love your church. And I can't express how much I will always honor that about you. So we love you. Morgan and I love you so much.
We love you too, bro. Thank you. That means a lot. It means everything. It's been, for those of you who don't know, this has been a very difficult decision. This is nothing that came easily. But we believe that this is what God would have us do. I mean, this is what we believe. It's a hard decision. I mean, my son just moved here,
Yeah, thanks a lot, by the way. I don't know if I've said that anytime recently, but thanks. You're awesome.
Are you thanking God or your dad?
Both.
Yeah. Where are you going with that one? Yeah, go ahead. Jump in. Have you considered my servant Zach? I'm just saying. It's been such a whirlwind of emotions. It really has, because you find yourself, excited about a new work, which we are. We absolutely are. And you take satisfaction in like things like that, and I appreciate that. And I said in the pastoral report at our annual meeting that I feel confidently that we're leaving Monaz better than when we found it. And it has nothing to do, I don't want to say it like that. It's not a we did it thing. It's that God chose to work through us to do it is really what it is. And he of course gets all the glory.
Yes.
And it's not easy. It's not an easy thing, because I'm a popular pastor, and I'm in a thriving church, and I'm in a church that is producing ministers. We're doing these things. I'm in a church that is thriving financially, in a church that is thriving with a devotion or a discipleship ministry that's doing well, and a teen ministry that's gone gangbusters. I mean, we're running over 100 teens every Wednesday, and they don't know Jesus. And that's perfect. You want to get them to that point. And I have children who are literally the worst humans ever created
They're siblings. You got to
by man, and I'm that guy. So,
Meow.
all right. But we've made friends too. When I think about the concept of the live stream becoming what it was, and when I think about just the different elements of ministry that have gone, it's really hard to leave it. It's hard to leave, because the church flows very nicely right now, and you don't have to kill yourself. We have people who know how to do ministry. We're a church where out of the however many people who come here that work, they know how to do it. We're not a church where only 10% of the people are doing all the work.
Right.
We're a church where everybody is involved in one way or another, and that's a huge thing. And so I'm happy with the job that we've done. I'm really pleased with that. So to leave that is not easy, to go to a place that's a new work where they don't know me, and they don't know the way I do ministry, and they don't. Yeah, it really is kind of that, and we don't have any clue. I got to learn those people, and they got to learn me, and we got to learn how to make that dynamic work. It's a different, it's a non-denominational church. It's the same polity, it's the same theology, So they believe the same things. It's a holiness church, but they do things differently, and we have to learn those things. There's a huge, not daycare, but preschool. And it's a brand new facility, and there's a waiting list to get into it, and things like that. And we got to reach out to those families, and so we're excited. We're truly excited, but it's very hard to leave. It's very hard to leave the comfort and the stability and the continuity of what God has done here.
And the family.
And for sure, I mean, that just goes without saying. So we leave the church in good hands. We got a brand new DS. We got a brand new board. And you're a part of that board, Chauncey, and Eric Vermillion is a part of that board. And there's, some people on. We have, I'm sure that the DS is going to provide some very good candidates for you guys to place that over. And I shared with you, I'm going to share with the live stream what your pastor said to me. It's one of the greatest compliments I've ever been paid. I don't know that certainly as a minister. In fact, I would say it is the greatest compliment other than, hey, you led me to Christ, I ran into Pastor Gary Lee and Carolyn right outside of Cindy's, and he turned, when I was walking, I said, hey, pastors, and he turned around and he just gave me a hug, and he said, we heard you're leaving. We're so happy and excited for you and sad to see you go, and roundabout, and he goes, you're the only pastor that's been at Monaz, and he's been here forever, his whole life. He goes, that I would have been honored to share my pulpit with. And that just really, that just hit me. That was just like, wow, that meant the world to me. And so we leave on good terms, and we'll be back. We will be back.
Yeah, for sure.
Ryan and Mia will not come with us, but we will be back because I can't take them anywhere.
So 2 years ago tonight, I can guarantee I was sitting down on my couch, sick, and playing around on my phone, and up popped a husband and wife doing a live stream. That would have been 2 years ago tonight, because you guys were doing it 7 nights a week back then. And that would have been 2 years ago. And right before I found you guys, COVID was in play, and I started a group called Malala Cares, which was simply to go and deliver groceries or cleaning supplies, God help us all, toilet paper, to...
If people don't know, for somebody who may be on, if you don't know, Scott Kaiser is the mayor of Malala, who we didn't know until that live stream.
Right. And so I started Malala Cares, and then I started getting sick and stuck at home. And you guys popped on, and I started watching, and I finally got the courage to say hi. And during that time, a couple of people that have gotten involved with Malala Cares said, why don't you run for mayor? The city could use somebody like you that has good ideas. And so I got on, and we started chit-chatting and becoming friends. And finally, at one point, I was almost ready to go back to work, and I got hit with a kidney stone, and a really bad one. I ended up in the hospital. But right after surgery, I get a text on my phone, and it's from PT, and it was, are you home? It's like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. He goes, all right, I'm going to deliver you a box. It'll be on your porch in just a little bit. So I got there, and I got a long-distance handshake, and in this box was a Monaz coffee cup and a $10 gift card to Cowboy Coffee. And I just thought, oh, and the bracelet, the Pray First bracelet, a few of those.
No, yeah.
You don't have one over there.
Do I have one?
You do. Chauncey don't. Or it's backwards. It's okay, Chauncey. We're used to it.
Yeah, it's not
And
on there.
as time went on, I was campaigning, and we got hit with the fires. And I got a phone call during the fires, and it was, PT and Carla and the family had to evacuate, and they asked if I'd go get the dogs. And I barely knew them. I hadn't even been to an actual church service here, and I was absolutely honored. I had evacuated my wife. I was staying home to keep an eye on the house, and I brought the dogs to my house, including the dead dog. I'm thankful she did not die on my watch.
One much later.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was close.
But after that, we got the dogs to you guys, and that day was the closest thing to I would call hell on earth. what the way this city looked, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
and I looked at PT and I said, we need to do a live stream.
Yeah,
we
I remember that. I remember
we got to do something. We got to get out and tell the people, hey, the town's still here. Give them some amount of joy. And we did the live stream, and I want to say we had just over 100
We had
people.
a lot of people.
And then the next day we had over 1,000 views that watched that show. And then after that, I won the election, which by the grace of God I won. I still think the people of Malala are silly sons of bucks. I can't believe they still voted. I still pinch myself every day.
I'd vote for you again.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is
It'd probably be illegal though because I'd be in Palm Beach County.
yeah, yeah, it'd be like voting for Biden twice.
Yeah. Well, that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. But you were one of the first people to say, "Hey, I will be at your election party, win or lose." And you were there. Got a great picture of on the election night after I won, and then you'd come to me and asked about Malala Cares, and you wanted to bring it into the church because we were not a nonprofit at the time. We didn't have insurance. We were just a bunch of people that wanted to go out and help the community, and you brought us in, and we had our growing pains within the church. And within, I want to say 6 months, Malala Cares it's still under the wing of the church, but we are a DBA of the church, which to me is the highest honor of respect, trust that you showed us. And, we put together the debris day and right next door at Bolander Field. And then we ended up doing it just outside the community, and the church totally supported it. And all of this, everything that happened was wonderful. But the one thing you did, you brought me back to Christ. 25 years I left the church when I was 18 years old. I came back to church when I was 46. And to me, the mayor, Malala Cares, all the gifts I've received, just the gifts of life are nothing compared to the friendship and you bringing me back to Christ. And there's no words. Thank you. I don't know any word besides thank you to say, and it's still not a big enough word for me. And I so appreciate you guys. I'm going to miss our lunches. And going to Michael's and stopping at Voodoo, it was the highlight. One of the highlights that I really enjoyed is us going to lunch, and you guys are going to be sorely missed.
Thanks, bro.
Love you too.
And I want to say we'll be back. We're gonna come visit because we don't have to go on vacation to Florida anymore. We live there.
You're right.
And our son is here, and so there are reasons to come back, and so we will come back. But I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Friendship's forever.
Your son is always our family too. So don't ever forget that.
That means you can get spanked at any minute.
That's exactly what that means.
I'm also the mayor of a city. I have a police department.
So there's that. There's that. But thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And you want to say anything before we?
She's not there.
Carla's struggled a lot with the emotions of all of this. Just there's just so much. 10 years we've been here, man.
Yep.
10 years I've been at this church, and it's been the best 10 years of my life. It really has. I mean, and not all great times. I mean, some rough times in there. We didn't do everything right, but we did what we believed to be right at every turn. Not sure why Mia's laughing at that, but I think that's all you can ask of somebody is to do what they believe to be right. My philosophy of ministry is right out of Genesis chapter 4. If you do what's right, will you not be accepted? So, I mean, literally, that is my philosophy. So that when somebody comes into my office and there's a question, I try to ask myself, okay, what's the right thing to do? What's the right thing here? And sometimes
The right thing is we go kick Ryan in the butt.
Do you see? This is my life.
Yeah.
But it is. It's I think as ministers, we can overthink things. We can overdo things. We can over challenge ourselves. We just really, at the end of the day, do what's right. Right? I mean, at the end of the day, just do what's right.
Right.
And that means, you know, if somebody is in need, you meet the need. If somebody needs to be loved, you love them. If somebody needs to be kicked in the pants, you kick them in the pants. You know, I mean, that's right.
You were always real with us.
You had to be real. You have to be who you are. And the best advice I ever got, Dr. Reeder, Stan Reeder, said, hey, you got to be who you are. Pastor Darrell at Calvary Chapel said, don't try to sell yourself. They might be buying. You never know who's buying. That's great advice. Just be who you are. And I was that. From the pulpit, in the boardroom, on the live stream, in my office, I just tried to be real. And I don't know if anybody, I haven't seen anybody from CITG watching tonight, but it's late, so they may watch tomorrow because I do know that they watch. That's what I told you guys. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get me. I'm real. This is who I am, and
And if you don't like it, you can stick it in your pipe and smoke it.
That's right. I've even said that from the pulpit. That's right. I forgot about
the
that.
church on stage.
What? I can't remember what I said. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's right. I remember.
Yeah.
Carla cringes at a lot of the things I say.
So does my wife.
Why?
Yeah.
So does the city. The city's he's
I don't
live
think-
again. What's he gonna say?
Let Carla be Carla. That's
That's right.
Yeah, Carla is Carla. She's the same. You know, but I just think that. I think you have to be who you are. I think if more pastors would do that, we'd have a lot more churches that would grow.
What?
And people would realize, wow, you know. But it's been a real privilege.
Amen.
It really has. It's been an absolute thrill. It's been the 10 best years of my life.
Of our lives.
It has been.
Yeah, for sure.
And I wouldn't trade
Chauncey's
anything.
turn.
No, we don't have time.
Yeah, we take all the time you need.
We don't have time.
Ryan, you want to say anything? Sandy, you want to say anything?
Hey, if they don't like you down in Florida, we'll take you back.
You have to come back in as associate though.
The board has spoken.
I'll see if Pastor Gary Lee wants to hire me. You know,
Man, I'll be out of a job, man.
Like the city tells me, he's only one vote.
that's right.
That gets a round of applause. Nicely done.
Keeps you humble.
You guys, if you guys really want to, and I mean this sincerely, and this is for everybody listening, if you really want to honor the Joyner family, the best thing that you can do is go share your testimony.
Amen.
Just go tell people about Jesus. That's it.
And bring them boxes.
And bring them boxes. Yeah, do that too. But that's the best thing you can do. So this Sunday is our last Sunday, and I expect that will be a very emotional time.
You're gonna have a meal.
You're gonna be there, yes. Ryan's gonna be there. My whole family's gonna be there. So if you're not able to be there, we'll miss you. And then we leave Wednesday is what it's looking like. It looks like Wednesday. The movers are going to be there Tuesday. And so we'll load up Tuesday, and then we hit the road. And so that's what it is. Chris Wallace says this, says, Monaz family, I'm so thankful that the Lord used your pastor to build a bridge to my heart. Thank you for taking care of him and his family. You've been great stewards of one of God's treasures. Thanks.
Aw.
Laura Michelle, we love you too. Charlotte, stop crying.
Tell the stories and stop crying as well.
Everybody stop crying.
So
You hear me?
I'm sorry.
Mike Keller, you can cry.
I have a little,
Chuck Norris does not cry.
I was gonna say.
all the
Hey.
time I thought it was you. It's
Chris Wallace says if Ron DeSantis is the governor of Florida, and he is the best governor on the planet. There's no doubt. Says if he runs for president, he wants you to come be their governor in Florida.
All right.
If Ron DeSantis runs for president, I think there's a good chance there. He's a very popular guy, and he doesn't play.
No.
If you don't visit at least 3 times a month, I'll scream, I cannot visit 3 times a month. That's not realistic,
that?
Braden. But maybe a couple times a year, we'll see. But that's it. That's what you can do. Just go share your testimony. Go make disciples. Go be better tomorrow than you were today. You do that, and we'll be good. Yeah? All right, Sandy, can you split the screen on us?
No.
Thanks for being here, Zach. Wouldn't have been the same without you. Scott, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
It's okay if you can't. We can all just get behind one camera.
Yeah. Double check my instructions.
She's literally in there reading a manual.
Oh, Sandy.
Hey. Hey.
Go you.
Kingity key. Where's Kaiser? Come on over here. Go by Zach.
We can see the back of your head, not the front.
The mayor.
Come on over. Nice brows.
The mayor. Are you ready? Sandy, you ready?
I am.
Hey, thank you for doing this.
Thank you,
Sandy.
We love you.
Thank you.
You got to get lower, Scott. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Go
tell somebody about Jesus. God bless you guys.
We love you.
Love you.
Love you.
All right,
Tackle.
air guitar. You ready?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, you gotta listen to that. Oh. Look at you with your apron. You had your apron.
Ryan, will you take a picture of us? I need to.
Who's the 4 of us?